Hello, everyone. So, welcome to our class. Like I said earlier in the group, today we are going through fraction. And by the way, my name is Miss Angel, and I will be the one taking you all through this class. So, I want to see you become the best in math. So, if you're here and you're viewing this, quickly type I am here. So quickly go type I am here in the comment section so I know how many persons are viewing it. So type I am here, quickly type I am here in the comment section. So let's get to the board and see what we have for today. Make sure you drop a comment and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you always have access whenever I go live next time. So do two things. Make sure you drop a comment. Drop a comment in the comment section. Type I am here. Type I can hear you. I can see you. Just type something so I know you are there with me. And then subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. So now I'm getting to my board. Okay. Can you see my board? If you can see my board, type I can see your board. Type I can see it. Quickly, if you can see it, type I can see it. Okay. I am waiting. All right, so let's get to what we have today. We have fractions, as you can see on the board. So we are going to go through everything about fraction and solve as many questions as possible concerning fraction. So let's get to the detail for the day. Then firstly, what is a fraction? So what is a fraction? Okay, a fraction is part of a whole. A fraction is part of a whole. That's definition of fraction. A fraction is part of a whole. So let me write that here. I'm still waiting for your comments. Let me know if people are with me. I'm still waiting for your comments. All right, so let's get started. A fraction is part of a whole. I know these are basic things, but yes, these are knowledge you need to have when you are learning. You need the basic knowledge. So that's what I'm doing. A fraction is part of a whole. A whole. And what do I mean by a fraction is part of a whole? When we say that a fraction is part of a whole, meanwhile, if you have question, kindly drop your question in the comment section. Drop your question in the comment section. I will see it and I will answer you. When we say a fraction is part of a whole, we mean that a fraction is gotten from dividing a whole. A whole mean a whole number. So a fraction is always less than 1. So for instance, except mixed fraction here, but other fractions are less than 1 except mixed fractions, which have a whole number and a proper fraction. So when we get to fraction, if we have a circle and we divide this circle into 2, this is a part, this is a part, right? We've shared it into 2. So this part is 1 out of 2, and this part is 1 out of 2. So it means we've gotten 2 parts from a whole circle. So we've gotten these two parts from a whole circle. From here, we got to this. So that's why we say that fractions are parts of a whole number. So getting to that, while I still wait to see your comments, there are some basic things we need to know about fraction. One of them is types of fractions. So if we talk about the types of fractions, okay, I want to make sure that I start from the very basics of it. So when we talk of the types of fractions, we have three basic types of fraction. One is proper fraction. And of course, we know what proper fraction is. That I normally tell my students, it is proper for your elder brother, maybe your eldest brother, to carry you as the younger one, right? But when you carry your elder brother, it looks improper because he's a way bigger or older than you. So that's the same thing with proper fraction. Proper fraction, it is proper when we have lesser number and then a big number. Those are proper. Like 3/5, you can see the lesser one is up and the bigger one is down. We can have like 6/8. So lesser one is up, bigger one is down. So those are proper fractions. Those are examples of proper fractions. Then we can have another one we call improper fraction. So improper fraction, like I said before, it's when I'm using even the simplest language to explain it. It's when the denominator, which is the one down, is smaller than the numerator. So this is improper. This is improper. So when you have the bigger one up and the smaller one down. And then the third one, we have the mixed fraction. So the mixed fraction is when you have a whole number and a proper fraction. So I don't want to so much dwell on this because it is expected sometimes that as a secondary school level student, you should know this. I'm waiting for my students to drop their comments and I haven't seen any. Okay, so that's for mixed fraction. So you have a whole number and a proper fraction. So this is for mixed fraction. Then these are the three basic type of fractions that we have. So the next thing we are getting to is addition and subtraction of fraction. So another basic knowledge you should have before we go further is addition and subtraction of fraction. So let's put that down. So when we talk of addition and subtraction of fractions, One basic knowledge you should know about this is the LCM. And I hope you know how to do the LCM. But if you don't know, you can type in the comment section, I don't know how to do the LCM. But if you don't type, I will assume that you know how to do the LCM. Okay, so let's do addition and subtraction of fraction. I will use a simple method to do this. So when we want to add fraction, there are some laws that are governing addition and subtraction of fraction. The first law is make the denominators the same. Take note of this law. Make the denominators the same. So that's the aim of LCM when they don't have the same denominator. And then add only numerators. So these are the two laws that we use for addition and subtraction of fractions. So you make sure that the denominators are the same. Then you add only the numerators. You make sure you add only the numerators, okay? So let's do some work here. So we have a number. Let me get a number. We have a number. Let's first do addition. 3/4 plus 1/3. So examples. Example number 1. Let's say 3/4 let me wipe this off because it's not part of it. So 3/4 plus 1/2. Then let's see this one. 1/2 plus 1/2. Then let's see this one. Let me get a subtraction question. 2 whole number 1/2 minus 1 whole number 4/3. Okay, let's deal with these ones. All right, let's deal with these ones. 3/4 plus 1/2. Remember our law says make the denominators the same. So let's look at this number 1. The denominators are not in any way the same. 4 and 2 are different denominators. So when you have a work like this, what you should do is you find the LCM of the denominators. You find the LCM of the denominators. So LCM of the denominators are LCM of 4 and 2. The LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. So we put the LCM. Let's write out the LCM equal to 3/4 plus 1/2. The LCM is 4. So this equals, then when you've written down your LCM, the next thing to do is use your denominator to divide your LCM. Use your denominator. This I don't know if you can see this. 4, this is 4. 4 divide 4, which is the denominator. The first one, 4 divide 4. And 4 divide 4 is 1. Then, when you've divided, you use it to multiply the upper part. 4 divide 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So that's what we're doing here. 4 divide 4, 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So 3 plus, now you do the same for the second one. 2 divide 4 is 2, and 2 times 1 is 2. So you do the same thing. Then everything is over 4. Everything is all over 4. So we just take this LCM. Now they have the same denominator. This is the same thing as 3 over 4 plus 2 over 4. That's the same thing. Okay, let me write it that way. For those that will go through it later, so they still know what we did. So we have 4 divide 4, 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 over the LCM, which is 4. Plus 2 divide 4 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 over the LCM, which is 4. Now that they have the same denominator, we can now add them together. So remember, you add only numerators. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 over 4. So we have 5 over 4. We have equals 5 over 4. Remember, this is an improper fraction, so we can actually change it. We can change it to a mixed fraction, which is 4 divide 5 equals 1. 4 divide 5 is 1. Then remainder 1. So remainder 1 over 4. So our answer, finally answer, is one whole number, 1 over 4. So our answer is one whole number, 1 over 4. Okay. Now look at number 2. Number 2 said 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. And you can see 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2, they already have the same denominator. So there's no need to find LCM. They already have the same. No need to find LCM. So what you do is you just add them straight. 1 plus 1, 2. Remember, add only numerator. You pick one of the denominators, which is 2. Increment is 1 up, denominator is 1 down. So you pick 1. Now we have 2 over 2. 2 over 2, 2 divide 2 is equal to 1. So you see, this is showing that if you share 1 into 2, you get 1 over 2. If you add 1 over 2 and 1 over 2, you get 1. Okay, let's take this number 3 to the next page. Let's take it to the next page. So our number 3 was, so let's take the number 3 here. Our number 3 was 2 whole number, 1 over 3 minus 1 whole number, 4 over 3. 4 over 5. What's that? Oh, 2 whole number, 1 over 2 minus 4, 1 whole number, 4 over 3. Sorry. Let's do this now. So let's do this. Equals. Now that you have two mixed fraction, what do you do? We have two mixed fraction. What do we do? So when you have two mixed fraction, you first of all, you can add them the way it is, or you convert them to improper fraction. You can subtract them the way it is. So let's work with it the way it is instead of converting to improper fraction. So we first solve the whole numbers first. So the whole numbers are 2 and 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, then 1 over 2 minus 4 over 3. Now these two are what we then find the LCM. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So we have equals to, we still carry our whole number. Don't forget your whole number. We still carry it here. Then remember, now we subtract. We divide 6 by 2. Remember that I said earlier, your denominator divides the LCM, then multiply with the numerator. So 2 divided 6 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Minus 4 divided 6 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So 8. And it's over 6. Then there's a problem here. 3 minus 8 is not possible. 3 minus 8 is not possible. So what do you do? Let me plug my laptop. So 3 minus 8 is not possible because 8 is bigger than 3. So what do? You take this one, remember how we do our normal fraction. So you have to borrow this one. And this one, when you borrow it, is 10 because it's a whole. So when you add it to 3, 3 becomes 13. So we have 13 minus 8 all over 6. So 13 minus 8 is 5 over 6. And this is a proper fraction, and that's it. The one in the center. That's the one you use and plug on that thing. So let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one.